Okay, let's dive right in. So if you've ever tried to run a high-resolution video signal a really long way, you know the pain,
Oh, yeah.
more than 50 feet or so. Standard copper just, it gives up.
It fails completely.
And then you're stuck with this whole ecosystem of little boxes, right? Extenders, power injectors, equalizers. It's just a mess of adapters.
And that exact infrastructure headache is why we're looking at this PureLink cable today. The EZH-020 integrated HDMI over fiber.
Right.
Our mission here is really to unpack how this thing, which honestly just looks like a normal HDMI cable, is such a massive shortcut.
I saw the marketing pitch, all the advantages, none of the hassle, and they call it easy in, easy out. But with fiber, there's usually a catch, isn't there? I mean, it's typically more fragile or more expensive, or you can't terminate it in the field. So what's the hidden complexity here?
That's the perfect question to ask.
Yeah.
And, the main trade-off is cost. It is more expensive than standard copper, we have to admit that. But where PureLink dodges those other headaches is by making it a pre-terminated fixed-length cable.
So no tricky field termination.
Exactly. And that also gets rid of all those external boxes you mentioned.
Yeah.
But the key thing for you to grasp is that this cable is completely self-powered.
Wait, self-powered? How?
You just plug it in. The source device, like your Blu-ray player, provides just enough juice to run the whole thing. It is truly plug and play.
So it's convenient, I get that, but what about the performance? A lot of these all-in-one solutions make compromises on quality.
Not this one. It supports everything up to 4K Ultra HD.
And I see it mentions 3D support with 36-bit deep color. For our listeners, what does that actually get you?
It's vital. Deep color gives you, it gives you so many more shades of color that it prevents that ugly banding you sometimes see in gradients.
Oh, like in a sunset in a movie?
Precisely. You get a much smoother, more professional image. And the magic trick is that the active transceivers are built inside the connectors.
Inside the actual HDMI plugs.
That's right. They just sip the tiny amount of power from the HDMI source, and that's enough to send a perfect signal up to 100 meters.
That's incredible. And I also noticed it's described as ultra-thin and flexible. I'm guessing that's a big deal for installers pulling it through conduit.
A massive help.
But let's stop on this one spec. It's plenum rated. For people who don't live in the commercial installation world, why is that label so important?
It's all about fire safety. It's a non-negotiable requirement in a lot of buildings.
Oh, so.
A plenum rating just means the cable's jacket is made from low smoke, non-flammable materials. So if there's a fire, it won't spread toxic smoke through the building's air ducts.
Got it. A critical safety feature.
Absolutely.
And beyond safety, there are other performance benefits to fiber over copper, right?
Oh, definitely. The big one is immunity to electrical noise, EMI and RFI.
So you could run this next to a bunch of power lines.
You could run it next to a giant AC unit,
Yeah.
and the signal would be flawless. Copper would be a distorted mess in that environment. Fiber just shrugs it off.
And it still handles all the content protection stuff.
Yep. Fully HDCP compliant, so all your protected content works fine. And it's TAA compliant, which is important for any government projects.
So to sum it up for everyone listening, the EZH-020 basically takes a complex, multi-part installation
With extenders and power supply.
and turns it into a simple, single-cable solution that literally anyone can just plug in. Less time, less risk, and way less clutter.
You've got it. And that leads to a really fascinating thought for the future.
Go on.
Well, if we can now integrate these kinds of complex, active electronics seamlessly into a self-powered cable that runs 100 meters, what does that mean for the future of infrastructure? Are we watching passive copper cabling become obsolete for any high-bandwidth job?
Replaced entirely by these smart, active cables.
It's something to think about, right? The next time you're looking at a big spool of traditional wire,